My name is Caroline Tate and I live in Leavenwick. I'm had a fear of flying for about maybe say 12 to 14 years. It came really out of nothing. I used to be able to fly when I was younger, no bother at all, and just one November flying down South leaving both my boys here and going with my husband for a long weekend. I didn't like it. I think probably leaving the boys behind started to conjure up fears of planes crashing, things like that, and it just grew from there. It got worse and worse to the point I wouldn't fly at all. And finally, about 5 years ago, my oldest son became very ill and was being flown away on air ambulance, and I couldn't go. I had to tell the nurses that I couldn't go. I had to tell Lewis. I wondered what they would think of me, that I couldn't accompany a sick child to the hospital, but I couldn't do it. I was absolutely petrified. I couldn't go. So his dad went and I was left here for the next 48 hours, no knowing what was happening. Was he okay? Was he no? It just got worse and worse and worse for there, and we had to travel by the boat every time we went away. In about the last couple of years, the boys started to get fed up on the boat. Why can we not fly? They would ask. It's quicker, we can get there faster, spend more time away. And I'd wondered about seeking help various occasions before, but decided with the help of workmates to go for it. I'd heard about Diane through workmates, and they said go for it, and nagged every week until I finally emailed and went for it. And they were encouraging the whole way along, and I got in touch with Diane and the process started there, the therapy I went through. We worked on it quite a bit, and then the time came to get on the plane. I booked for February. I'm not sure how many sessions of therapy. I think it was 2 sessions I had, and then I decided I would fly, but wasn't ready, wasn't just quite there. So cancelled that flight and moved on for another 3 months and had another session with Diane before I flew, and that was perfect. It was everything I was needing. Had a bad night before, but that was just the nerves, I think, building up that I was going to actually fly, and managed to do it. Landed in Edinburgh. Absolutely a dream. It was amazing to actually get off the plane and have enjoyed myself. No greeting, no grabbing onto the chair, no nothing, just flew. Fantastic. And I flew again about 6 months after that, the same way, perfectly happy, no bother at all. Could book it, look forward to it. I could sleep the night before, I could just manage it, no bother. And then, amazingly, my youngest son took ill just the last month, and we were going to be sent away to Aberdeen again. And this time I was able to fly with him on the air ambulance. I couldn't believe the difference that I was able to do it, having had to go through the guilt and not being able to fly with my oldest son, having to leave him to go with his dad and not be able to accompany him. To be able to do it for Harry this time was beyond belief. And I was able to go with him, accompany him the whole time, make sure he was okay, and then we flew home together once he'd recovered, just on the usual flyby flight back home, no bother at all. It was just such a relief to be able to do something that I never thought I would be able to do, and it's amazing feeling just to succeed and battle your fear. Diane's therapy has opened up the chance to do anything with my family. I was heading them back. Not being able to fly meant I was, when foreign holidays were mentioned, I would say, no, I think we'll not bother. No, we're not needing to do that. And they weren't experiencing things that we could be doing as a family, but knew we're free to go anywhere and do lots of stuff together in the future. You have a fear of flying, or whatever your fear may be, really, don't wait to get help. I waited over 10 years to get over this fear, and I wasted 10 years. I could have been doing things with my family that I didn't do. So if you have that fear, don't waste another minute. Just seek the help you require and get over your fear.